Hello everybody, I hope you're ready to travel today because I'm going to take you to a land that's rustic, intriguing, and enchanting, and that is Iceland. As you know, Iceland is in the North Atlantic Sea. It's a small island, and there are only about 320,000 residents. There are about 500,000 visitors each year. I visited and just fell in love with it, and those who I know who've been as well have found it to be one of the most intriguing vacations that they've had because it's so unusual. It's an active volcanic island. There are volcanoes, of course, and then there's glaciers and glacial rivers, and there are geothermal pools, and there's black sand on the seaside, and it is just one of those places that I beg people to go to. Even if you haven't thought of it before as a vacation spot, I think you're going to love it. Likely when you land in Iceland, you are going to land in Reykjavik. Reykjavik is the capital city of Iceland, and it is also the largest city in Iceland. And while you're there, though, don't miss the opportunity to go to some of the art shops that they have. One item that a lot of tourists want is their lava jewelry. They make beads out of lava, and they make bangles out of lava, and that's a nice souvenir to have. Then you want to try some of the really good restaurants. We went to a highly rated restaurant, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name, but I'll put it down below, and I highly recommend that. I remember that they had a lot of seafood on their menu. Also, they have puffin, which is a bird like a seabird, minke whale, and those are dishes that are found on almost all of the menus at the nicer restaurants. And why not try them while you're there? That's a nice opportunity as well. When I went to Iceland, it was in October, so I just layered up my clothes because you never know if it's going to be really cool or coolish, and I did just fine. However, friends of mine, Tasha and Amber, went at the end of February and the first part of March, and they ran into one of the largest snowstorms that Iceland has ever had. It was about 20 inches deep. But that wasn't going to stop them because they were there to see the Northern Lights, or the Aurora Borealis, and they were successful, and they took these pictures that you're going to see, and they had the time of their lives. My husband and I took a tour of Iceland. There is a highway that goes all the way around the island, and it's called Highway 1. And as you're going along that highway, you're going to see turf homes, which are homes that they have sod and grass growing on top. I'm sure that's for insulation. You'll see a lot of agriculture land and farmers with their farmland just at the base of volcanoes. You will see small Icelandic horses, and you'll see black sand and lava along the beach areas. And of course, you don't want to miss the Blue Lagoon. The Icelandic people seem to live a fairly minimalist lifestyle. They're very pleasant, very peaceful, and they're very ecologically friendly. They use geothermal heating. They create their electricity from water flow, and that's basically how the Blue Lagoon began. from those water flows. They're very rich in minerals, and it's a huge attraction for people. And the water is truly as blue as you see in pictures, and it almost looks color enhanced, but it's just gorgeous. I hope you've enjoyed this tour of Iceland and that you get to visit the island soon. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to be a subscriber, please tap the subscribe button and I'll notify you each time I make a post.